It's hard to find right now.
It's very few. All of them are high yoga.
Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. So the goal is to move, happily so, to move for 60 minutes, to rest a bit. So have a bolster or a blanket nearby so that you can set up with the support in your chest. And then we'll come back up and with that lifted chest do the Kriya which we've done earlier, which is the Kriya for intuition, which lands us in a meditation that's really quiet. And then when we finish, to rest again. The whole reason we're doing this is to remember that we're a part of something bigger. And right now I don't feel like part of something bigger. I feel like I got a little kink in my shoulder and my wrist is still bothering me. I'm caught in the physicality of myself. And from myself, I can use my physical self to generate some circulation and some heat to have a direct experience of like, that's my back foot and that's my front foot. And this is my breath. And as I explore and expand and heat and move, that circulation is going to create space into my field. And then that field is going to reach the field of the day. And I will become a part of the day. And this becomes something that is holding me. That we're here, that we're held in light. But when we're caught in our bones and blood by ourselves, in the little container of our skin, we can feel alone. And by the time I finish, I want to be a part of the day. And then I can say, I believe I am a part of something larger. And I can take that into every single space. In the grocery store, in the conversation, in the meals that I make, I'm a part of something larger. And I can feel it for myself. It's not intellectualized. It's just my experience. And that's Sahasrara. That's the belief that we carry. We are held in love all the time. All the time. But we just can't feel it sometimes. So let's find it. Come to lie down. Start in your gut. Start in your belly. The belly is where you're digesting things. Your abdomen is where you're digesting things. So if you start in your belly, then you're digesting yesterday's experience, last year's experience, all the things you're carrying around. So bring your hands to your shins, and on your exhale, squeeze your shins a little closer, shake out your feet. And as you shake out your feet, let your breathing get bigger behind you. Shift, wiggle, rock, whatever you need to do. Keep squeezing your shins towards your body like you could rinse yesterday out of your system. And now place your palms over the tops of your knees, and as you press your knees away, keep your hands on your knees. Lift your heels to the height of your knees. So my feet are flexed. My heels are the height of my knees. My knees are drawn away. This is inhale. Bend your elbows wide. Pull your knees close. This will be exhale. And now we start just inhaling to open and exhaling to close. And give yourself time with that. You can float your heels up a little bit more if you like. And so if we really meet ourselves physically, like we're a great sponge, well then awesome. Be very physical with your physical self. Squeeze your shins in and float your heels away. Go 3. Good morning. This incredible body. Thank you. 2. And 1 more. Shake it out. Good. You'll interlace your fingers over your right shin. Keep it close, left leg long, and lift up your left heel and bring it back down. So starting with the left foot flexed, see if you can find space between your left toes and space between your right toes. And then turn your left toes out, out, out as far as they'll go and lead with your left heel coming up and down. And then turn your left toes in. Feel that down in your abdomen. And then turn the left toes out. And turn the left toes in so that you can find center. And put your left heel down and your left hand overhead and pause. Now let your right knee float away into your right hand, just as you did with both. Right knee reaching out.
Right shoulder reaching down, open through the left heel, drop the left shoulder, stay. Feel all the forces, all the physical forces right now that are acting on you, in you, through you, by you. You are so many choices. And hands to shins, bring it in, rinse it out. There's exhale. Now, feet long, extend your legs, arms wide, that's inhale, and go 10 times. Inhale, legs extending to 60 or 45 degrees. Exhale, knees coming into chest. It's bigger. So that idea of our physical body starts to take up this field around us. Sweep through that space. 5. Loosen the hips and the low back. 3. 2. Good. Keep that. Interlace your fingers over your left shin. Right leg long and inhale it up and exhale it down. And adjust. Let yourself change. Feel your spine become right down the middle. Your left hip equally heavy to your right. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Soften and widen the skin around your eyes. Let your lips soften. Find the hint of a smile. Open your toes. And then turn your right toes right and lead with your right heel. What changes? Turn your right toes in. Turn them to the left. What changes? And turn right and turn left and explore. Because when you find the outer edges, now you will have a new center. Right heel down, right hand overhead, stay. Left hand to the left knee away. Left heel lifts slightly and open. Feel all the asymmetry, all the actions. Hips are even on the floor. Shoulders are even. But the legs are different. The arms are different. Where can you go? Oh. And again, hands to shins. Heels out, hands wide. If you choose, hands overhead. If you choose, draw your nose to your knees and bring your hands towards your heels. And it gets a little bit bigger and a little bit warmer and a little more powerful right in your belly. Start to feel that you are made of power. Out the mouth with a hop. We're going to go 5 times. Good. Now legs long and wider than your mat. Hands overhead wide, starfish. From your navel through your limbs. I am a being of light. And the light within me is the same as the light of the day, the same light I can see that illuminates this morning. It illuminates my belly. It illuminates my path ahead. Walk your feet in, lift your hips, put your palms down, bring your thumbs together under your hips. We go into fish, Matsuyasana. Walk your elbows in, lift your heart, extend your legs, lengthening out. Let your chin move softly side to side. Press your elbows into the floor. Imagine you could try to widen your elbows to broaden your collarbones. Explore through the navel, explore through the abdomen, and find it all the way up under your jaw. Now the toes turn out, and then the toes turn in. And the toes turn out, and the toes turn in. Do it once more, and let your thighs be so heavy. Find center. Stand in your feet. Stand in your feet. Drop your seat, broaden your chest. What you made from your navel to your toes is clear and strong. Tuck your chin. Round your back, walk your feet in, lift your hips, turn your palms open. Keep your hands there. Walk your heels out, heels wide. Feel your heart. So we start at the navel, but we are looking to rise into the heart. Deepen your breath in your chest. Feel the space, the lungs expand around your heart. And one more time, hands to shins. Keep that. Right hand overhead, right leg long, and then hand to shin. Left leg long, left hand overhead. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And you're drawing the energy from your navel up, taking your hand overhead, calling the center of yourself into your heart. Flex your feet, spread your toes, press your heel out into the world. The legs are strong, the navel is stable, and the heart is building. Go 3. Yep. And go 2. And go 1. Feet flat, heels a little wide, arms wide. Last place. Arms wide, notice the chest. We're remembering ourselves. Bring your palms together. Your arms are straight, your fingers point at the ceiling. This will be exhale. Arms wide, palms see the ceiling, arms are straight. This is inhale. X together, inhale, open. X, and in, and out, and in. Press your feet down and away to anchor your navel into the floor. Use what you've made. You've built a base from your navel to your feet. So from that base, can you hold your pelvis steady? And in the steadiness, let your chest and your arms move more fully. 30 seconds. Out the mouth if you like. So you're standing in your feet. The low back is steady into the floor. The chest is building. The energy of your upper body is building. There's space and movement between your fingers, between your arms, between your hands. 10. 2, 1. Hands wide. Notice your body. Notice your heart. Relax your arms, your fingertips, your wrists, your elbows, your armpits, and let light stream from your heart to your hands, from your heart to your navel, from your navel to your hips, all the way to the feet, all the way to the head. And let go of yesterday, and let go of this afternoon, and feel how remarkable it is right now. Put it down. Put it down again. Put it down a little more. You're getting stronger, so you can put more down. A little stronger. A little racy, a little frisky. Hands on thighs. Heels the height of your knees. Press your hands into your thighs. Press your thighs into your hands. Stay. So navel to spine. Keep that. Just like you did a moment ago with your feet on the floor. Press your thighs into your hands. Press your hands into your thighs. If you're lucky, you'll shake. Flex your feet, spread your toes. Keep using what we've done. Right hand overhead, left leg long. We go open, hands to thighs. Exhale, press. Left hand open and press. We go. Ha! You are making a declaration. Now, how big a declaration is up to you. How much you press, thigh to hand to thigh. Feel your navel. Feel your heart. Feel the power and the strength that is all that you are. And just rewire. I'm stronger than that. Ha! The places where you are a little uncertain, let's ring that out. Ha! Oh. You are completely loved, completely essential to this day. Can you let everything else scrape it out of your way? 10. Ha! 9. Ha! 8. 7. 6. Navel to spine. 2. 1. Feet flat. Hands wide, hands higher than the head. Legs long, heels wider than the mat. Starfish. Navel. Heart. Head. I am a being of great light. And the light of my being meets the light of this day. Somebody wrote in and said they sprained their ankle and they felt so disheartened and so depressed and they couldn't access the light in themselves. And I said, great, let's do 20 minutes and you don't need to use your ankle. There you go, Annie. There you go. We all need it. Hands to shins. Roll up, cat, cow. A blanket underneath your knees or your shins. Let's use it. You can do a lot without using your ankle. You feel that?
Oh, yeah.
We're going now. Some light, some light. So we will sit at the end. If you have a layer, keep it close, or a wrap of any kind, because we'll want to put it back. Definitely made some heat. And just round your back and tuck your chin and let your hips move side to side. And I just need a little play today. A little play, a little power, a little peace. They all fit together. But when we get really serious about our practice, then it can become playful. Hips move side to side. Head moves side to side. Bigger. And from that side to side, make a great circle. Your toes are tucked under. Your hips are circling. It is an exploration. Elbows are bent if they like. The heart is circling. The hips are circling. The chin is circling. And you're flushing out the lines of your movement so that from lines we can become circles. We can have a volume. Reverse your circle. Where will you go? Where will you go? Through the chest, through the hands. 3 and 2 and 1. Child's pose, knees wide, toes together. Find that. That there is a current inside of you. Rise up on the inhale, tuck your toes, press back on the exhale. That will be dog. Hands, knees on the inhale, press back to child. That's 1. To rise, to tuck, to lift. Knees down, toes in, fold back. Inhale, exhale, look back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look back. Inhale, look forward. Exhaling down. 2 more. In. Widen your eyes. Find your gaze right away and set it down. Look forward. Look back. Look forward. And down. Return to your dog. Look back. Walk your dog. Arms are long. Heart is open. Navel strong. Wag your tail. And then be still. Set your gaze. Be still. Still in the gaze. Still in the body. And moving internally. Still enough that we can feel that things are changing. Still enough that we can shift our weight. Base of the thumbs, base of the first fingers. That we can open. Allowing, notice what's caught, what's tight. Where do you most notice? I feel the centers of my calves. Let them widen. I feel the center of my navel, let it lengthen. Stay with it. Stay with it and feed it loving breath. 1 more. 1 more. Let it change. Right foot steps outside of your right hand, left knee down, a block under your right hand. Turn your right toes out and find that big circle that starts us out. Hips forward and back. Shoulder rotates as though you were actually looking to clear the right side of your jaw. And the way that you have connective tissue from your jaw all the way to your outer hip, from the back of your head all the way to the soles of your feet. So arm stays beside your ear. Keep your front knee bending and returning, so hip comes forward and back. Navel opens, one more. Good. And then just pause. Bring your right hand to your right thigh and send the right thigh away. Let your hips come forward, your pubic bone comes forward. So if I set my gaze ahead of me at the height of my eyes, and then I spin my chin, and I let my eyes travel, my hips come forward, my right knee goes right, let the right inner foot peel off the floor. The chest is broad, the body's buoyant. You're exploring. Right knee away. Heart coming through. One more. And then hand down. Step back. Walkie dog. And now there's a little more space for breathing. And I can get my breath down into my right shin, my right calf, my right heel. Keep your left knee bent, please. Send your right thigh back. Your right hand down into the floor. Wrap your outer shoulder back. So the left side is soft and the right side is a clean, strong line. Lift your left heel. Lift your left leg, straighten it all. Good, come onto your right fingertips. That's exciting. Come onto your left fingertips. So you have to shift your weight back, opening the back of your right thigh. Wrap your left hip down. Put a little bend in your left knee and then press it out straight behind you. 3. Put a little bend in both knees and press into both. 2. Broaden your collarbones. 1 more little bend and a big press, press, press. Stay, you're stronger than you know. Left foot outside of the left hand, right knee down. Turn the toes out, put a block under your right hand, and open the left side. Somebody wrote and said, I can't tell if your classes are hard or easy.
Yes.
And they said, why don't you say what level it is? And I said, well, what level did you make it? What level do you need? Sometimes I need a level 1. Sometimes being quiet and still is level 1. I don't know. Get what you need, my love. Arm beside your ear, hip forward and back. Toes draw back and then feet flat. Press into your left heel, draw your toes back and then bend. And let the whole of your abdomen and your chest follow that action and stay. So the left hand comes to the left inner thigh. Let the inner foot rise from the floor, outer foot to the floor, chest broadens, jaw broadens. Your tongue widens, right? The root of your tongue is a separate organ. In Chinese medicine, the tongue is a different organ of its own. So open your navel, open the left knee. Now you look forward, the height of your eyes, your drishti, as you turn your chin then begins to rise. And you widen your eyes as you widen your jaw, as you widen your tongue, as you widen through the back feet. And then set it down. And down dog. So left hand, left hip, left heel, find the line. Left thumb down, left outer shoulder back, left inner thigh back, left outer heel down. Soft bend in your right knee or on the ball of your right foot. So we hold that line of the left side and we reorganize around it. And the right heel to rise. Right leg lifts entirely. The right hip can be open to start, just finding the right inner thigh, left inner thigh. And then wrap your right hip down, bend your right knee, and then press it straight, keeping the hips even. Good. Bend your knee. That's it. Now don't let your hip move, Stephanie. Press there. Awesome. Good. Bend both knees. Keep your right hip wrapping down. Now press. So there's your base in your feet, in your legs. Come onto your left fingertips. If you can't go further, just the left. If you can't go further, right fingertips. So right hip wraps down. That's creating stability from the navel to the feet. 3. Ha! And you're declaring your strength. You're surrendering to the fact that there's more power there. Long from heel to toe, both feet. Good. Knees wide, toes together. Shift it back. Turn your palms open. And relax your hands. Drop your head. So we'll move through some sun salutation C. If you prefer a full vinyasa through downward facing dog and chaturanga and upward facing dog, then that is fantastic. We're going to do 3 rounds and then step into some lunges. So sun C if you like, which means a knee down, or you can keep your back heel down and make it bigger. Make it bigger if you want bigger. Hands and knees down dog, press back. Bigger is there, but bigger isn't the aim. Bigger is just a tool. Walk your feet to your hands, get what you need. Hands wide. Spin your thumbs up to sit your seat down, to your heart up, to stand up, to hands up. And just hold opposite elbows for a minute. And notice my ribs blare out. So I'll drop into my heels and my toes get longer, and in my heels my thighs go back. As my thighs go back, my ribs go back, my navel is anchored to the spine. And now I can go up in the elbows and widen, and my hands can gather in. And I feel the stillness. So hands up high. Knees bent, hands wide, thumbs down, same way down. Left foot back, left knee down. Hands to your shoulders. And then hands up high, look up. Hands to your shoulders, elbows back, hands to the floor, and step to dog. Give it a beat. Start slowly, turn your head, make adjustments. Left foot steps, right knee comes down. Hands to your shoulders, elbows back. Hands high, ribs back. Good. Elbows to the floor. Step up. Hands wide, sit down, hands to shoulders. And then up. Heels down. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, fold down. Right foot steps back, right knee comes down. Inhale, shoulders, inhale up. Exhale, shoulders, exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Good. Right foot steps up, left knee down. Inhale, shoulders, inhaling up. Exhale, shoulders, exhale, down. Take your time, make it yours. And rise. Shoulders, and shoulders, and down. Left foot. Inhale, shoulders, inhale up. Exhale, shoulders, exhale, down. It'll come together. Inhale, up. Left foot up, right knee down. To shoulders, to right, to shoulders, to down. Stepping up. Sitting down, to shoulders, to rise. Heels down, shoulders, to fold. Right foot to knee. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, step. Right foot, left knee. In, out, step. Shoulders up. One more round, shoulders. Step back and down. In, out. Step to dog. Inhale, dog. Left foot up. Exhale, knee down. To in,
to in, to out, stepping up, sitting down, shoulders. Last time, shoulders fold. Right foot, right knee, in, out. Inhale, dog. Exhale, right foot, left knee. In, out. Step up, sit down. In, hold elbows, stay, left. Inhale, you sweep your breath up to the elbows. Exhale, you sweep back to the feet. Just use your awareness. You've built a really beautiful, big, juicy breath. Use it. Move your attention up and down through your body. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the ceiling. Hug your upper arms towards you and press your forearms away. And as you activate your arms, thumbs up, pinkies back, ribs back, firm your legs, lift your toes. So firm your legs, lift your toes, firm your arms, sweep your breath up to the palms of your hands and exhale down to the soles of your feet. Just sweep. Surrender to the movement of awareness through your body. Let it happen rather than forcing it to happen. What can change? What can open? You're just sweeping through yourself, allowing and inviting change. Surrender to an elevated state. Good. Hands wide, palms face forward, pause, standing. Notice the self at the center, the field that surrounds you, growing larger. Folding down. Step back, find your dog. We'll get a little bit stronger, just a little bit racy. Just a little bit racy. Not much. Wag your tail. Hips side to side. Notice the change from your heart to your hands. A coherence. Left foot towards the center line. The right foot to rise up high. Right fingertips. We'll just stay a beat. Bend your right knee and lift your right knee to point at the ceiling and draw your right heel towards your right hip. Your right fingertips into the floor and feel that open your right hip and sink your left heel and straighten your right leg right where it is with the right hip open. Do that 2 more. Bend your knee on the inhale and straighten your leg on the exhale. And bend your knee, and from your knee to your navel, open out long, and then straighten your leg, right foot, right hand flat. Good. Right knee, right elbow, look forward, hollow. Good. And take it back. Right knee, right elbow, look forward, ha. Take it back. Right knee, left elbow, cross. And back. And then left elbow, ha. And back. Good. Step your right foot up. Keep the back knee off the floor, high lunge, hands high to the shoulders. Pause, beat, hands high. Straighten your front leg, square your left hip forward, lift your back heel. Bend your front knee, bend your elbows. Ha, here we go, inhale up. With a ha, ha, and up. Ha, and up. Keep the legs, hands up, interlace your fingers, palms to the ceiling, sweep up on the inhale, hands, exhale, hands to feet. 2 more. Draw your awareness up through your body and back, down through your feet, 1 more time. Hands down. Stepping back, down dog. Move your blanket aside so we can come to the belly. All the way down. Walk your thighs back, point your toes, plant your palms, elbows back, widen your feet. And exhale, zip together. 3. Inhale wide. Exhale, zip together, navel to spine. 2. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, zip together. Drop your feet and lift your heart. Stay. So the work is in the legs. The legs are so strong and active. Wrap your heels in and your inner thighs down. And then wrap your heels wide and your outer hips forward. So can you keep your outer hips forward and your inner thighs down and the heels at the center? We're going to come down to the belly. This is exhale. Plant your hands, cobra. Inhale, hips are on the floor. Child's pose. Back. So that was the right side. I don't know, was it hard, was it easy? It depends on if you're into what you're doing. You have a quality of strength that sometimes it's important to touch and to feel. Hands, knees, down dog. The right foot to the center line. The left foot to rise. So it's here that we wrap the left hip up and open. Square the chest, but let the left knee bend, drawing your left heel towards your left hip, your left knee toward the sky. Feel that all the way up to the left side of your diaphragm. And then straightening out through the tip of your toe. Bend your left knee, and then press it out straight into both legs. Bend your left knee, inhale, press it out straight, exhale, one more like that. Come onto your left fingertips, just for a beat, just for a beat. Good. Left palm flat, bring your left knee to your left elbow, look forward. Here we go, inhale up. And knee to elbow. So from your navel, rise up. From your navel, right elbow, cross. And up. To your right elbow, cross. And up. Good, step your left foot up. Lunge. Hands to shoulders. We build it up. So you've built the legs. Straight front leg, hands high. Lift your back thigh and square your right hip forward. Keep that. Bend your elbows, bend your knee. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Can you wash that awareness up to your hands and down through your feet? Take your time. Bend. Keep your legs. Adjust your hand. Interlace your fingers, press up tall. And now your awareness on the inhale up to your hand and down to your feet. What can change? What can change? And then down. Dog, knees wide, child, fold. Wag your tail. Wag your tail. Big and deep and slow and steady. We'll rinse it out. If you need to, pad your knees because we'll be on hands and knees. Everybody has a different mat, different floor, different experience. Put your left hand a little closer to center and your right hand up and elbow opens, and then elbow to wrist. So bring your right elbow to your left wrist, just for 3. As you bring it up, open your right hand wide. Pause a beat, turn your palm, roll your wrist, open and close your hand. And then hand to your head, elbow to wrist, that's exhale. Inhale once, open the elbow. Inhale twice, open the hand. Exhale, hand to head. Exhale, hand to wrist. To inhale and inhale. And exhale and exhale. Inhale and inhale. Last one, exhale and exhale. Right hand stays high. Good, sweep it behind the left wrist. Bring your right shoulder to the floor. And a little forward and a little back. So knees are even. The left palm is flat to the floor in line with your eyes. You may stay or I'll unfold and fold twice.
Press down to rise up. Inhale, open. Wrap back down to close. Look up and open. Good. And wrap down and close. Stay a little forward, a little back. The back of your right hand to the floor. The left hand reaches overhead. Fingertips to the floor. Look under your left armpit. So from the navel coming into the heart, having digested what we brought into our lives, now we rise into the heart and we make meaning of what remains. Heart is so strong, such a distributor. It's designed to share, to distribute with an equilibrium. It keeps our blood pressure even, and it keeps our potential in the world constant. And down, and back, and child. A little rock side to side. Keep emptying out the thighs and the hips. To rise. Right hand towards the center of the mat. Left hand behind your head. Left elbow up. Then left hand high. Turn your palm, open and close your fists. Remove the tension between your hand and your shoulder. And then hand to your head, and then elbow to wrist. Inhale, elbow up. Inhale, hand up. Exhale, hand to head. Exhale, elbow down. So inhale and exhale and exhale. In and in. Out and out. You're drawing, you're spreading from the low body to the upper body. Reach up, now thread. Left hand wraps down. Come to your outer left shoulder. Adjust so your right hand can be flat. Left side of your head to the floor. A little wag of the tail. Stay here or press down to rise up. That's 3. And wrap down. Exhale. To rise. 2. And to full. Good. One more time. And wrap down and pause. Left side of your head to the floor, right hand high. Turn your palm to the top of the mat. Reach over. Reach over. And surrender. What if you could surrender to growth, surrender to success? What if you could just let success, whatever that means to you, whatever that feels like, satisfaction, contentment, fulfillment, what if you could just let that in? That you didn't have to make it or achieve it. You just let it in. Just let it in. It's all around you. It's all that you are. Just let it in. Yes. And find the center. Shift back. Wag the tail. And as you rise up, take your blanket and set it behind you. And put your feet flat. And your hands behind you and your heart comes up high. That sensation of fish that we began with, the shoulder blades under the back, the heart high, the chin side to side. Keep lifting your heart. So what that's making is this little bit of an arch in the low back.
and the seat's going down and the heart's coming up. We want to keep this structure even as you cross your left ankle over the right knee. And what's going to happen is as you bring that up, there's going to be like a gronk. So try to keep your heart high in fish. Right? You're like, wait a minute, this is different. Let it move side to side. Really big side to side, all the way to the top of your thigh. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And all the way to the sole of your good foot. One more, each side. Heart high. And you'll keep it crossing, 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 crossing. Put your right foot to the floor. Sit up tall. Wrap your right arm around the front of your shin. Good. Take your left hand wide. Turn your chin. Turn your chin. Heart is high. So as you look back, steady. Soften the inner thighs. Let the navel start to turn left. Open your left hand. Open and close. So there's tension in the hand, and now see if you can open the back of your left shoulder all the way into the left side of your jaw as you open and close this hand, and then open it wide. Spin your left thumb down. Look away. Make a fist. Good. Close the fist tightly. Look away. So that's the rinse. Release, turn your thumb up and even back. That's the inhale. Down, fist, look away, hug your thighs. Inhale, open, sit up tall. Good, 3. Thumb down, make a fist, turn away. And then inhale, open up, and then exhaling. So now thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, heart up, reach. Lean a little bit back. Lean into those left fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Hand down. Cross your left shin in front of your right. Seated on your blanket. Sit up tall. Notice the whole left side. Left foot, left thigh, left ribs, left hand, left jaw, left. That's your right brain. That's your right brain. The whole left side of you, energetically, is different from the right side. Shake out the hand, put the soles of your feet together, and let your knees move up and down. And as your knees move up and down, loosen the grip of your left side hip, loosen the grip of the left side shoulder, and let your heart keep rising up the middle. And just come apart a little bit, loosen a little bit. Feel what's caught, what's tight. And we're going to open the mouth, find a whisper of ha, keep the knees moving. Close the mouth, out the nose. Heart higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Legs out, sit tall, hands on thighs. Notice. Notice. Notice the left side and the right side, as though in my mind I can feel like a Joker's outfit, that the left side is bright and the right side is dark. Sometimes we need this dark quality in us, a quality of inertia, a quality of dampening to keep us together so that we don't over-dramatize our experiences. So notice the right side and the left side, and that there's an option. That there are choices, that there are variables in you, that you are not one thing. We can access them and use them as we will. Hands behind you, heart up high, chest broad. So start out in accessing that seated fish. You can stamp out your thighs. The thighs get heavy, the feet move side to side. And the heart comes up even more. Because remember, it's going to want to collapse. Good. Shake out your feet and cross your right ankle over the left knee and sit up tall. Keeping the chest that you built. That's the work of it. Now side to side. whatever needs to happen. And taking time with what you encounter. You're using the low body to do an enormous rinse through the abdomen, accessing the back of your chest. Yeah. And then the right foot comes flat to the floor. Sitting tall, adjust your seat. I have my left outer thigh on my blanket so that my right knee is held by my left hand. You can wrap your arm, sit up tall, the right hand goes back. So adjust whatever you need to. And just start allowing now the chin to turn forward and back. Because the head here has the most mobility. The rest of the body has a bind. The base body is stable. So use the chin to free up the upper back and the neck. And then looking at your right hand, make a fist, open and close. And feel the open and close of your hand through your forearm, through your upper arm, through your chest, into the back under your shoulder blade. And keep exploring that twist through the navel. Good. Turn your palm open. Open, 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 open. Now turn your thumb down, turn away, and make a tight fist there. And feel the inner thighs shift towards each other. Feel the navel shift into the body. Flex the feet. Thumb points down, palm points back. And now uncoil. Turn your chin to the back shoulder. Open your hand. There's inhale. Thumb down, fist. Look over the left shoulder. There's exhale. 3 more. Opening, rising. And exhale, releasing. Good. To roll open. And to roll closed. To roll open. Reach, reach. And to roll closed. Good. Right palm open. Just to look. As you uncross, you put your right shin in front of your left. Hands to thighs, just sit tall, notice right side, left side. Let the spine find neutral. And your heels go wide, shake out your feet side to side, shake up your knees up and down. So you can go side to side. And just noticing that the heart is high. And we're only going 10 here, finding the outer hip, the sides of the spine, evening left, evening right. Good. Find the center and take that length a little bit forward. Take your seat back. Your toes are up. Your tail is back. Your heart is high, just like fish. And you're standing into the inner heels, finding the base of your big toes and the base of your little toes, and send your tail back. And from there, there's a hinge. And it's slow. And there's a tail back, and the heels are long, and the legs are long, as though you were standing in your legs. And you explore the hinge, and there's a truth. You're not rounding, you're not collapsing. And we just stay. Let the legs be stronger and stronger, and as the legs are stronger, the chest can open freely. We're not trying to make any kind of progress. We're trying to feel the strength of our legs. We're trying to experience the stability that's always inside of us. So that the instability of the outer world, it's okay. then just rise up. And pause. And now there's an opening. Now we can get the rise through the body. So we'll use one aspect of our Kriya from this month by taking your strap, cross your legs, and you're going to make sure you're seated on your blanket and your heels come forward so that they're not back close to your hips, but they're forward under your knees and the outer edge of your feet are to the floor. Yeah, so the feet may need to widen and the knees come in. You're making more of a triangle. Hands go behind you, and the strap is wide enough with those lovely open shoulders. So shoulders back and down, heart high, navel in. If you need to, widen your strap. And as you fold forward, hands come up and over and back down. So make sure when you set up, imagine that your hand set up and turn your palm to face back, right? And that's where your strap would come right across the palm. And that way the front of the shoulder is safe as you fold so that you're lengthening here instead of twisting. So, folding forward and rising up. And it's super simple. On the exhale, imagine that you are flushing tension from the backs of your hips, from the shoulders. And on the inhale, you're rising up. And just close your eyes and we'll be here just 30 seconds. Taking your time to really lengthen from your navel up into the chest, from the chest wide into the shoulders, that there isn't any hurry. And just go 2 more times. And sit up tall, releasing the strap. Keep your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Now they maybe have a bent elbow, or they may begin to hug the forearms towards each other. Tuck of the chin, navel back. Bringing your elbows against your body, your forearms towards you, your seat down, your heart high. Find that little bit of fish, that little lift of the chin, heart, and a tuck of the chin. Back of the neck is long. Give it a little wriggle. Tiny wriggle side to side. Tiny wriggle side to side. Let it get all the way to the base of your skull. Little longer. Base of the neck. Arms long, opening the biceps. Cross the collarbones, navel back. So that when you let go, hands to thighs, notice the energy of your arms, your throat, your head, your face, and the crown of your head. Notice how differently your body feels inside and out. Does the interior feel more spacious? Does the interior have more light? And does the interior resemble the space and the light on the exterior? That all you can imagine of the sky and the clouds and the light, all that space exists within you. All that space exists within you. All that time exists within you. And just set everything else down. You're strong enough now to put things down. Use your strength to put down the sensation of being limited. Put down what you're carrying. A little more expanse. Fall into fulfillment. If we were to finish here, it would be really hard to drive your car, to make decisions, to get anywhere on time. So we're going to bring it back into the body, just right back where we began. So lying on your back, bringing it home, and then we'll have a juicy, juicy rest on our back. I have to face away from you so that I can get enough space here. Arms are wide. Bring your heels up high. Widen your legs, flex your feet, plant your palms for stability. Bring your left foot down to the floor, which means your right leg will follow. Bring your right leg onto your left leg, or as close as you can. And there's your turn. That will be exhale. Just pause, let it settle. Feel the deep, deep rinse at the abdomen. An internalization of your strength. And then the right leg rises, comes across the middle, drops to the right side, right foot down to the floor, left leg comes all the way over, left stacks on right, and navel turns left. Spine is steady down the middle. Turn your navel left. This will be exhale. So we move. Inhale, left leg up over, right leg follows. Exhaling, right leg on left. Inhaling up through the center. Left leg follows. Exhaling, left on right. And you just move from side to side. So twisting provides energy to the samana. Samana vayu is the ability within us to distribute, to digest, to break down, to make sense of, to process, so that we know what to keep and what to let go of. It lives at the navel. Get it all the way out through the hands and the feet. Feel the ground. Just for 3. 2. No rush. At the center, bend your knees, put your feet flat, turn your palms open, notice the navel. You'll gently set up one block on its belly and one block on its edge. If you have a bolster, you'll set it behind you. So one on its belly, one on its edge. That blue one under the round one is going to be what you want. Not that one underneath it, yeah. And then if you lie back onto the belly and take the other behind your head, there's space between the two for your shoulders. Your legs go out long, your palms are open. Your thighs are heavy. Let your toes roll wide. Press the outer feet toward the floor. Let your toes roll in. Widen your heels. Anchor your inner thighs down. Lengthen your navel away from your seat. Feel what it offers. And then heels at center. Any adjustments you need. Drop your feet so the outer edges of your feet fall toward the floor. Let your knees bend and really draw the outer feet. Feel that through the inner thigh and the outer hip. Yep. Bend your knees, toes toward the floor. And then wrap your heels wide and your toes in and your inner thighs down and your navel away. Inner toes down, big toes down, heels wide. And then releasing to find center. Just 2 minutes, right here. Use your breath to explore into the belly, into the chest. Where does your movement need to go? Where does your breath need to go? What wants to release or shift or drop? Until there's no effort in the body. Until there's no effort in the breathing. It's in this quiet that we have a different perspective. We're unhurried. We have time to think things over, we have time to feel things out, and we have time to realize that our decisions actually are quite instantaneous, and that in our quiet and in our stillness, somehow the answers are so much easier to find. And when we feel that we can find our answers and find our way, that there's an effortlessness about our lives, we can start to believe in our role here as different from simply practical. That we're an extension of the great good in the world.
You can feel there is great good in your body, great good in your breath. And if that is our belief, then that becomes part of our perception, and that is part of what we see, and that is part of what we intuit, what we know without asking. So seeing our light, changing our perception, changes our belief. Our belief influences our intuition. They work together to remind us of our light. If you continue in Shavasana, I would suggest coming off the blocks and resting flat to the floor, or even taking the blocks behind the backs of your knees or your thighs. Or I'll do a Kriya, 3 minutes of each gesture, to really fortify the intuition and the energy within us that perceives our light more fully. So either progress your Shavasana flat to the floor, or support through the backs of your knees and your calves, or make your way up to a cross-legged seat. Take your time. When you come out of that Shavasana, you're going to have a little bit of a buzz. Free yoga buzz. And notice where that little buzz is living. It's exactly between the center of your forehead, the back of your head, the left temple, right temple, crown of the head. Where all that intersects, is good things. Awareness, a change, a shift. The energy of Ajna Chakra, our perception. So it turns out that when we're forming as a fetus, the eyeballs are actually little bits of the brain that are pushed forward. And the optic nerve is just a connection that remains to feed the information. But it's that the world is resting on this sense organ of the brain, this processing unit, and that we're drawing that information in, and that relationship to light has an influence, a very direct influence on our hormone balance, on our sex drive, on our blood pressure, on our body temperature. So how we relate to the light around us has a direct physiological benefit or detriment. Let your heels be under your knees so there's a stabilization. And you're going to move from the navel. Super simple. Just rub your palms. Steady your seat. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to everything that's holding us, guiding us, and healing us. I bow to all the ways it lives in myself. Thumb and first fingertips touch. Arms wide. Elbows and wrists in a line, a little left and a little right. Little left, little right. Inhale, exhale. So in left, out right, start small. If it's too much, bring your fingertips so that your thumbs are at your shoulders and your palms are pointed down, but the heart is high. If that's too much, bring your palms to face you, turning left, turning right. Or as you can, your palms face your face. Good. Good. 2 minutes, just like this. Be soft, be kind, be loving. And give yourself permission to fall into the strength of your navel and the space of your heart. Fortify it. As you make your way in, get stronger at the navel. Bring your fingers together.
So the middle finger, the ring finger, the pinky finger, bring them together more clearly, wherever the palm is facing. Thumb and fingertips touch. So the Yoga Mudra and the hands are very clean, very intentional. And the turn becomes a little stronger, a little more intentional for this 1 more minute. We become quite deliberate. But we become lighter. Still we can smile, softening the eyes around the bridge of the nose and out towards the ears. Be strong at the navel. Be deliberate in your seat. Be soft through the chest. Three, two, center, hands up high, inhale, and add 3 more sips. Tuck your chin. Wriggle your seat, wriggle your shoulders, keep the breath up, 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 up. And then chin up, breath out, hands down. Fall into it, fall through it. Let it fall through you. It's yours. Shake out the legs, recross if you need to, bringing the heels a little closer so you can really lean on the work of the shins. A little bit further forward. Palms touch here. This is exhale. Inhale wide. Exhale together. Inhale open. Axe to close. In, out. In, out, in, out, in, out. Move lightly. Find your pace. You can play with your pace. Close your eyes. Now the navel and the seat are strong. And the arms are light. If you can't get your hands up overhead, you're just going to bring your hands as high as they come. Put the weight of the action into your seat. And let your arms become weightless. Bring your fingers together, organize your hands. Become more deliberate in the whole experience. That you are experiencing your own ability. Your own joy, and if possible, the hint of a smile. If needed, the absurdity of how you're concluding your practice. Lighter and lighter in the arms. Put the work in your seat. Put it down in the earth. Let your hands be light. You got 20 seconds. Three, two, hands wide and high, 3 sips, call it up. Tuck your chin, cap the top of that, tuck your chin, give a little wriggle at the base, lift the pelvic floor, everything rising up you, up you, up you, up you, up you, up you, lift your chin, breathe out, go wide. Notice. Right from there, notice all of it, how it moves through you. This is yours. your energy, your light. Left thumb and first finger touch. Left palm to left thigh. Bending your right arm, palm faces forward, fingers together. Right thumb, first fingertip touch. Long, steady breathing. So this is option 1. You can always come back to it. Keeping your breath long and steady, just extend your arm out. No force. The weight is in your seat. The right arm is weightless. Your attention, your awareness rising and resting at the midbrain, inviting all the energy of your body, that sweep up through the body, to coalesce at the midbrain, at the intuition. An indescribable sensation, a place beyond words. Notice any holding in your right shoulder and just drop it into your seat. The seat is heavy, arm is weightless. Keep letting go. You'll want to hold on and you just keep dropping it. Drop the weight of your shoulder joint down into your seat. Gathering up your attention and your light into the midbrain. Stabilizing this experience. Keep dropping the shoulder. Keep dropping the shoulder. The work isn't yours. The receiving is yours. 20 seconds. Dropping the shoulder. Organize it, fingers together, thumb first fingertips touch, organize it, becoming deliberate, deliberate in the spine, deliberate in the seat. The navel is holding you steady at the center point. Drop your shoulder, weight in the seat, weightless in the arm, 10 seconds. Be deliberate, put it all together, receive all of it. Fall into your strength. So that the right hand can come to the right thigh. Keep the thumb and fingertips touching. Notice. Keep relaxing and opening the right shoulder. As you do, feel it as a source of light, a source of strength. Let it through you. Open the left shoulder so they equalize. In that seat, let your attention rest at the crown of your head. Very softly, your awareness just drops through the crown to the brain. Through the brain, behind and through the eyes, through the sinuses. A wave of light drawing down through the body, through the mouth and the lips and the teeth and the tongue. Through your cheeks, your bottom jaw, your throat. The head full of light, the ears, base of the skull, back of the neck, base of the throat, light. Keep opening the chest to receive this light down through the front of your chest, the upper back, the upper arms. Accessing light through the elbows and the forearms, wrists and fingers. Inviting a quality of being nurtured, of being satisfied, of being fulfilled through the back, low back, through the diaphragm, the lungs, allowing yourself to be permeated by a sensation of contentment, the belly, all the inner organs, down through the hips, pooling in the pelvis, quality of light stabilizing itself, coalescing from the hips through the thighs to the knees, knees down the calves and the shins to the ankles, ankles to the heels to the toes, light. When you slip away, come back. And each time you come back, you fortify the sensation that this light is who you are. And we get distracted and we slip away and we come back and we notice. Complete fulfillment, that nothing else could bring us more fulfillment than this light. Keep coming back to it, as though being continuously given a gift. And then again. And then again. Increasing your capacity, your stamina to receive your light. 20 seconds. How much are you willing to take in? Stay with it. All the way. All the way. And as you unfold your legs and shake out your feet, sit your seat behind your blanket so that when you lie back, the backs of your thighs just all the way up to behind your knees are supported. And my feet release, and my body lies back. Hands on body if you choose, or palms open. Any tension in your low back, then just squeeze your shins in the way we did when we began. And as you release them, legs walk out. Do that as many times as you need to and settle in. Just 4 full minutes here on your back.
deepening your breathing. If you have longer, you want longer, stay longer. Walk your feet in, hands overhead. And hands on shins, bring your thighs in close, hands on knees, float your feet away, let your heels float up. And just exhale, bring it all in. 3. Floating away, opening up, shake out your feet, and then bring it in. 2. So make your way to a seat. To arrive and sweep wide. Gather it in. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. So when you have choices to make today, you've made an incredible resource. Just pause for a beat and say, is this what I want to do? And feel it. And does it feel that it's in accord with what you've made here? Yeah, that's awesome. That feels great. That feels right. Or, not quite. So that you start to tune what you're choosing to do, what you're choosing to buy, what you're choosing to make, who you're spending time with. Does it feel like this? And that's your alignment. And then your life begins to align around the light that's within you. And then the light and the alignment begin to feel so much better than what you were doing. And it's entirely your choice. And you're getting stronger around letting the other choices go. Use it well, come back. Those first 15 minutes are so useful to get back in the belly and really flush out the chest. If you only have 15 minutes, replay that little bit. I will be here next Saturday and then away for 2 Saturdays. So if you have set up a recurring payment with me, then I will say thank you, and I will keep you company while I'm away because I've made a 30-minute asana, a 30-minute kriya, and a 30-minute breath in meditation. And those videos will be accessible via private link. And if you are part of that, if you've made an ongoing payment, it will absolutely be sent to you at the end of next week, and you can use those while I'm away in any combination. The same way that we had an asana today, and then a kriya, and then a meditation. Use one, use all. It's up to you, but it's a gift to say thank you. If you're not a recurring person, then just contact me and we'll set it up so that you're on the list to be included there. You can purchase them singly. And otherwise, I'll see you next Saturday, and then we're off for 2. Namaste.